of the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a while. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
Only a few races remain in the regular season of the Target Series. We are here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the running of the Chick-fil-A 300 short track racing for one of the final races of the regular season. It is going to be a fun one here tonight in the Target Series. The 11 of Anthony Hernandez on pole for tonight's race. Starting beside him in second, the 23 of Evan Hunter. Then in third place, it's Jeff Wright. In fourth place, we have Brett Sierra. And rounding out the top five, Nolan Lawrence in the 51. Starting in 6th, we have Keyshawn Richardson. In 7th, it's Jade Jefferson. Riley Spurtube starts in 8th. 9th place for Marshall Burrow, and Colton Yo, second in points, completes the top 10. Back behind Danny Lloyd, the points leader, and 2's outside, Jake Galloway in the 20. Then there's Brandon Beal, the 90, in the 8 of Eli Bright. Then Mathis Wells, winner at Road America. Matthew Brennan at the 15, to his outside. Then there's Ronan Curtis, 93, and 92, Jordan Stout, along with Landon Lyons in the 13th, Samet Oskin. Then we have Justin Zaydell, the 7, and the 36 of Brennan Sutherland, along with Code Red, 28, and 35, Zachary DeLello. Then there's Will Graymont and Ross McTrain, the 17, along with Jay Rando and Levi Shones, the 08. Then there's John Beeford and the 2, Luke Rainey, along with DJ Reed, the 18, and the 07 of Bronson Minnick, Jake Richardson and Jennifer Beeford, Eric Olson, Kenny Walrus, Jose Mills, and Felix Janssen. In the final row, 39th, Adam McDowell, and starting in 40th, the 89 of Conrad Evans. There's our forward car field for racing at the Myrtle Beach Speedway here in South Carolina. Let's go on trackside to fire these engines up.
Runners, start your engines!
And 40 engines are fired up. We're rolling for 45 laps here in the Chick-fil-A 300 at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Short track racing, only a few races left until we get to the postseason. And while the points at the top may be spread out, the points back around 10th or so, they are oh so close, and one small mistake of anyone in that range could drop them down many positions. Hernandez, Hunter, the front runners that come to take the green flag. It's waving in the air. We're racing at Myrtle Beach. The inside, definitely the place behind these starts, but a challenge for Hernandez already to his inside. The 1 of Jeff Wright fights to the inside, the 11, our pole sitter, and Jeff Wright from third spot will lead the first lap of the Chick-fil-A 300. A great start for the 1 of Jeff Wright. And already the pack starting to split a little right here. See the front few trying to get away. Sierra trying to get in. Linus, the 1 in the 11 clear. 3 wide behind. Lawrence in the middle. Down low, Jake Jefferson slings it into the corner deep, trying to get to P3. Sierra gets down in line from 4th to look for 4th now. Marshall Burrow all over the place on corner exit. He'll lose the spot to Danny Lloyd, the points there, who moves up inside the top 10, looking for his 10th top 10 of the season. It's been a fantastic season for Lloyd so far, and we're going to try and continue that, entering the chase, and throughout the chase, he has been superb this season. A little bit 3 wide, Riley Spurtube Mill has it back out of that. It was Keyshawn up top, Lyons down low. Jake Galloway has found his way to the bottom, moving inside the top dozen, up to 11th, and top 10, Brandon Beal just in front of him. Wells, our last race winner at Road America, looks for 7th on Danny Lloyd, and he'll get down to the inside to turns 3 and 4. The question is, can he complete the pass through 3 and 4? And he does. Wells, power move right there, might get to Hunter as well for 6th. 16 really took off there off turn number 4, has some great drive off at this stage, but sometimes being on the short run here doesn't bode well for the long run. We've seen many times where some drivers use their stuff up early and then others are able to come alive at the right time to win. You can see Jeff Wright running really fast laps right now, but my biggest concern would be that far out in front of 19.2. These drivers are running 19.3s. Are you burning your stuff up, or is your car just that much better? Jefferson looked for a second on Hernandez, couldn't get the power down, has to fall back. Sierra might be one to watch in the long run. Looks like his car, not great, but also not terrible. Sierra right now in 4th with Lawrence and Wells. Wells' car looks pretty good so far in the short run. He's been flying with 19.3s, now just ran a 19.2, so watch out for that car, that 16, to maybe be a factor in the long run. As Hernandez catching the one of Jeff Bright a little bit. Remember, Hernandez started on pole in this race, but never got to lead a lap because the one quickly jumped to his inside off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Once again, the 11 ran a sub 19.3. Jeff Bright running now into the 19.3. So you already have to wonder, did Jeff Bright go up there and burn his stuff up? The 11 and the 19 now running in the 19.2s. Jeff Bright back in the 19.3s. Now the 9 and others back here running in the 19.2s now. So as the 1 maybe starting to finally try and maybe save some tires, or is this car just already fanning off? Once again, Hernandez, fast lap of the race for him, a 19.231. Jeff's getting a little wide there, but so did Hernandez. Here comes Jefferson, looking for second into turns 3 and 4. So Jay Jefferson trying to break up the Chevy stranglehold in the front 2 spots. Jefferson to P2. Not quite. The 11 still fighting on the top side, but you have to think Jefferson's going to have it cleared right here in turns 1 and 2 on the bottom, and does. So Jefferson to P2, trying to run the one of Jeff Bright down. Hernandez now back to 3rd. Sierra still in 4th. Wells up to 5th by Lawrence, who's back to 6th. Hunter now 7th. Val for 8th. Brandon Beal has it. Jake Gow will take it. So move Beal back to 9th. Keyshawn Richardson right now 10th. Brando up to 11th. As Daniel Lloyd back to 12th and try and get in line in front of the 22's Bird, who's right now in 13th. Burrell in 14th. 3 wide behind for 16th. Seidel in the middle. Lyons up top and into the wall. It was Minnick down on the 07. Lyons in the wall. Here comes Jonathan Beeford in the 18th. He's to try and take advantage. Matthew Brent at the 15 on the outside of the 17 Prospect Train. Luke Ray in the 2 trying to come low, but he'll get put middle of 3. Maybe not. DeLello can get back in the gas. They have Jake Richardson, Ronan Kurz, Kenny Walrus. Cameron Evans made nice progress from last starting spot up inside the top 30. You can see some drivers back that have fallen back, like Eli Bright, who's really fallen by the wayside early on this race. And some more back here as well. Still Jeff Bright leading and Jay Jefferson in 2nd, but Jefferson about a lap ago ran a 19.0. So he's looking to try and break into the 18-second bracket, and he's been in 10th faster than Jeff Bright in the last few. Then you have Hernandez right now back in 3rd, waiting. Sierra in 4th has a car that's good right now, along with Mathis Wells and Nolan Lawrence. Looks like those front 6 starting to try and gap themselves from 7th on back, but the battle for the lead tightening up just a bit. Jeff Bright can't get away from Jay Jefferson. If it's not increasing the gap, it's stabilizing, but most of the time it is closing in. Jeff Bright that time in 19.172. That time he was able to open up over Jay Jefferson. So Jeff Bright doing what he needs to do right now. That's 2 veterans of the Target Series right now running in the top 2 spots. Battle for 8th. Jay Randall wants it from Jake Galloway. That's 74. Trying to get some speed here. And trying to look inside of Galloway as they come off forward. Jake able to defend for now as a yellow is out with 30 to go, and that will change everything. We'll have a restart. It looks like maybe the only car involved, Kenny Walrus, the 99, and it may just been a simple spin, because then, look, I don't see much damage, if any, to that race car. So, yellow flag is out. Kenny Walrus maybe the only one involved. Let's go see what happened. There was some slight contact here for Kenny Walrus to bring out this yellow flag, but nothing too major. As they come off the corner, Walrus can't get back in the gas, and Code Red, right behind him, gets into the gas sooner and spins the 99 around. Walrus into the inside wall head on, but that's the only contact Kenny makes. The yellow flag comes out. The 99 gets back going, so, I mean, he might be a little bit slower, but it's not going to be too terribly slow, and now we'll have a restart to deal with him for Jeff Bright. Now he wanted to use a great job at managing the gap over Jay Jefferson. Now he's going to have basically the whole back behind him. We saw in the Pencil Truck Series race, restarting behind the leader, you get such huge runs with the restarts. So we'll have to see if drivers like Jefferson and Hernandez can do that and try and get by this one of Jeff Bright. He's led every lap so far from 3rd starting spots. The veteran Jeff Bright, the all-time winningest Target Series driver, leads in the final Target Series race at Myrtle Beach. Coming back green with 25 to go here in the Chick-fil-A 300 at Myrtle Beach. All 40 cars are left running on the racetrack, and it's led by Jeff Bright. He's led every lap so far in this race, but now challenge from Jefferson, Pulsar Hernandez, his teammate Sierra, and Mathis Wells' last race winner. Also Lawrence, Hunter, Galloway, Rando, and Beal are inside the front 10. Back to the green flag, back in the air. Jeff Bright with a nice jump over Jefferson. The 19 couldn't get to the inside of the 1, but did stay with them. The battle for 4th is on. Wells is inside of Sierra. They're almost 3 wide. Nolan Lawrence trying to jump inside the 16, but Sierra and Hunter getting shuffled out right there. Randall moved by Jake Galloway as well, so Randall, who was faster than Galloway before the caution flag came out, disposed of the 20 and also got by the 23 and will possibly get by the 9 as well. Battle for 3rd. Mathis Wells is inside teammate Anthony Hernandez. Mathis Wells looking to go back-to-back. Moves up to P3. Wells dominated at Road America, and if he were to win here tonight, it'd be a steal, that's for sure. Jefferson trying to run the one of Jeff Bright down, but can't get much closer than where he is right now. This is about the gap it was before the yellow came out. Battle for fourth. Lawrence is inside for Hernandez. The 11, our Polster, starting to slip back on the outside. He might fall inside the top 5. Because right now, Jay Randall's going to take 5th right there in the 74. And Sierra might look for 6th on the 11. We'll see if he can try and jump inside into turns 1 and 2. He does. Sierra for P6. The 9 trying to take it from the 11. At the front, it's tightening up again. The 19 is there into the back door of the one of Jeff Bright. And he's bringing Mathis Wells with him. Unwanted company for Jeff Bright. 20 to go at the start-finish line. Sierra looking for 5th. Hernandez on the outside almost got the wall. Here comes Jake Galloway, who's in there trying to get another spot. Riley Spurgeon on the back of the 20 as Sierra is low on Lawrence right there. And Jake Galloway moves the 11 aside, so Hernandez now outside the top half dozen. But the front 3 coming together with 20 to go. Bright and Jefferson and Wells. And you have Brando in 4th, Sierra in 5th, the battle for 6th. Jake Galloway is underneath Nolan Lawrence, bringing Riley Spurgeon to the inside. Here comes the 92 as well. Jordan Stout moving up. He'll move to 10th as Hernandez is now back to 9th from pole. Never got to lead lap as well. That battle for 2nd getting a little entertaining. Mathis Wells is there on Jay Jefferson, looking for a way by. I think Wells maybe thinks he's a little bit faster than that 19 right now, but someone who's really fast, Jay Randall's caught these front 3 as Wells is there for 2nd now. I think the 19 has to let him go here and hope that the 16 get up there and try and scuffle with the 1 a little bit. Because if they stay side by side and Jefferson's able to keep the 16 behind him, I don't think that's good for any of their causes. I think the 16 is faster than the 19. I think everyone would want him to be in 2nd to try and run this one down. And right there goes Wells. He's finally clear. So Wells to P2. Now Randall for 3rd. That car's been flying since this restart. We'll see if Randall can do anything. No, Jefferson gets the run off the top to keep 3rd. But can Wells run down Jeff Bright is the question now. Bright's led every lap so far from 3rd starting spot. And how fitting would it be for Jeff Bright to get a win in the final Target Series season, as he's been the most accomplished driver. The most wins all time goes to Jeff Bright in the Target Series. He has 2 championships, time with Ed McDowell for the most in this series. He won them. He won the first ever championship and won the 4th championship. Well, with 15 to go, Wells is knocking on the door. He just ran one of his fastest laps of the race. It was about 1/10 and a half faster than Jeff Bright. Once again, goes wide at 1 and 2, and Wells digs hard on the bottom. Contact back there for 6th. Spurgeon got from Galloway, but Jake wants it back. And maybe there's some contact made in making that pass because Jake did not look too pleased off turn 2 there, and Galloway's back up to 6th right there in the 20. But this battle for the lead, tightening up a bit, but now Wells goes wide through 1 and 2. And now he has a mirror full of Jay Jefferson. Jeff Bright's just done everything he needs to do here tonight. He's kept that car out in front. He hasn't let anyone get close enough to him to make the pass, and that's what's worked for Jeff Bright so far tonight. He hasn't been the fastest driver, that's for sure, but he's been the most consistent. He's done what he needs to do. And that battle for 6th is still going on. Spurgeon is back inside of Jake Galloway. That's brought Lawrence in 8th and Hernandez in 9th up to make it 4 cars. And then you have Stout in 10th, Reed in 11th, Hunter in 12th, Beal, Lloyd, Buford, McTrain, Lyons, and others. They're moving up as if they keep bound for 6th. That could be about 10 cars under a blanket. Spurgeon still trying to take it. Spurgeon, I think that time will have it off of Jake Galloway. Will go really wide in 3 and 4, sliding out of the groove. He'll lose 3 spots to the 22, the 51, and the 11. And DJ Reed's up inside the top 10, just moved to 10th by Jordan Stout. Lawrence to 7th, Hernandez back up to 8th. But no one's been able to catch Jeff Bright at all here tonight. We thought Wells would be able to try and get up there and give him a shot, but so far, the one has done a great job keeping that car out in front. It's been smooth sailing for Jeff Bright here tonight. 10 laps remain in the Chick-fil-A 300 at Myrtle Beach. Bright looking to lead every lap en route to victory lane. Be back-to-back races where the race winner led every lap. The man in 2nd did last race at Road America. 9 to go at the start-finish line. Jefferson from 3rd. A little bit wide there. Rando better off the corner in the 74. Rando trying to get inside for 3rd as Wells looks for any way to get away from those 2 to try and run this one car down. Sierra right now in a world of his own in 5th. No one near him at all in either direction. That's probably what he wants to see just to end this thing out inside the top 5. It's been a struggle of the season for the 9 team, so any little ounce of hope they can get to try and get a win this season. Right now in 5th, and then this logjam 6th down back, as we were mentioning. Galloway and Spruto were bound so hard that it was bound to happen. Lawrence has gotten away in 6th, but now the battle for 7th. Hernandez has it. Spruto wants it. Jordan Stout come to make it, try and 3 wide right there. DJ Reed just moved by Jake Galloway, and Evan Hunter trying to close in as well. So that could be 7th to 12th, all under a blanket for those spots. Spruto back up to 7th for now. Wells is pulled away from 3rd, but has not closed in on Jeff Bright with 6 to go. We're getting down to the point where Jeff Bright would have to have some catastrophic failure on that race car for Wells to have a shot here. Wells again wide. He's trying to push it really, really hard. He's getting up out of the groove in every corner and just trying to do too much with that race car. It's just not good enough. It's not as good as the one that Jeff Bright's has been. Currently, we want to look at points there. Daniel Lloyd right now in 16th, and Colton Yale, the 0-1 back in 31st. So obviously that 21 will extend the points lead once again. Lloyd has just been very, very consistent this season, over 200 points up on his nearest competitor, and he's still doing just as good. Jeff Bright will see 4 to go here at Myrtle Beach. Wells not close enough to mount any sort of charge. Right now in 2nd. Jefferson in 3rd, Rando in 4th, Sierra in 5th. The front 5 positions right now very much locked in. I don't think anyone's going to be able to make a pass there, but this battle for 7th is still going on. Spurgeon may have gotten the wall off 2 right there, and here comes Hernandez back to his bumper. 3 to go at the line. Nolan Lawrence in 6th, trying to get away from those guys because he knows how crazy they're getting. You have Jordan Stout in 9th, the highest he's been all night long. And then the battle for 10th is going on. DJ Reed wants to get by his teammate Jake Galloway. That could bring Evan Hunter and make a 3-car race for 10th, 11th, and 12th. Buford into the wall, the 0-0. 2 laps to go for Jeff Bright. He started 3rd in this race, but quickly on lap 1 showed the dominance of that 1 car, making a big pass off 2 and down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. And as long as he can get around half a mile more, he'll be, once again, a winner in the Target Series. Last lap for Jeff Bright. Jeff Bright through 1 and 2 cleanly, no contest from behind. A distant 2nd place for Mathis Wells. The all-time winningest will win another one in the Target Series. The final trip to Myrtle Beach for Jeff Bright, and it's a win in the Target Series. Jeff Bright gets it done over Mathis Wells. Bright leads every lap en route to victory lane here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. A great win for longtime veteran Jeff Bright to get back to victory lane in the Target Series in the final season of competition. Let's go see the finish results and the update points. Here's how they finished in the Chick-fil-A 300 at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. 1 caution flag for 5 laps here tonight, and 0 lead changes. 1 driver led, and that was Jeff Bright from 3rd spot. Made the pass on the backstretch, leading all 45 laps, victory lane for the driver of the 1. Mathis Wells battles up from 15th starting spot, but ends up in 2nd. May have just used the good out of those tires too soon. Jay Jefferson ends up in 3rd. Jay Randall from 27th gets 4th, and 5th place to Brett Sierra. Nolan Lawrence ends up in 6th, Riley's Pro Tube 7th, Anthony Hernandez started on pole but finishes in 8th, Jordan Stout 9th, and DJ Reed had to battle it from 32nd, but he gets 10th here tonight. Jake Galloway ends up in 11th, Ross McTrain 12th, Landon Lyons 13th, Evan Hunter 14th, and Danny Lloyd to top 15. That point is now almost 300 points. Lloyd has been unstoppable so far this season. But also helps him that 2nd in points, Colton Yale did not fare well, finished in 32nd. All 40 cars finished running, even Kenny Walrus with that damage he got in the 99, he was able to make progress up to 29th, so that 99 car was pretty good. Even after getting some damage on the front end, he still beat a good amount of cars. Let's now go see the point standings entering the final 2 races of the regular season. Here are the point standings, 2 races left in the regular season of the Target Series season, and Danny Lloyd on top, 270 points up on Colton Yo in 2nd. Yo is 70 points up on Zachary DeLello in 3rd. Anthony Hernandez now 4th, in 5th place to Levi Schoen. Jennifer Buford in 6th. Jeff Bright, the win tonight, jumps him up to 7th in points, and now he has a chance to make the chase in the final Target Series season. Conrad Evans is now 8th in points. Mathis Wells is 9th and 10th place to Evan Hunter in the 23. As we look at the top 20 of the 2 wildcard spots, Jose Mills in 20th with those 3 wins, and DJ Reed in 60th with those 2 wins, but it is oh so close. Keyshawn Merchant is only 26 points back of that 2nd wildcard spot, and you have drivers with 1 win like Jake Richardson and Will Graymont that could try and get another one to try and mess up that whole wildcard race. And how close is Jose Mills to 21st? Well, it's only 4 points in front of Kenny Walrus. So if Mills falls out, then it would be Reed and Richardson both getting the wildcard spots, the 18 and the 10, because they have 2 wins. But Mills, with those 3 wins, has to stay top 20 in points. So these final 2 races for the 8-1 team, they are going to be so crucial in terms of whether he's able to make it into the postseason or not. And you look down, if you're Kenny Walrus, you think you're likely going to have to win another race. Eli Bright needs to do perfect these final 2 races. Cement Oscar needs to do even better than Eli Bright has to. So if you're those drivers down here with wins, Marshall Burrell, his chances may be over. Even though he has a win, he'd probably have to win out and have a lot other go his way to try and get it done. Just a few races left in the Target Series season. Only a couple left in the regular season. We'll go racing at the dirt, the Illinois State Fairgrounds, for the Federated Auto Parts Challenge. I'll see you guys then.